Imagine walking into a room and suddenly realizing someone has been waiting for you the whole time. They haven't said a word, but every glance, every movement is a silent invitation. You don't notice it at first, but it's there, and it's unmistakable if you know what to look for. What if I told you that there are secret signals, subtle patterns that older men can notice, signs that someone is literally waiting for them to make a move? These aren't tricks or games. These are real behavioral cues that reveal intention before a word is even spoken. If you want me to break down 5 specific behaviors that guarantee someone is waiting for you to make the first move, tap that like button and stay with me until the end of this video, because once you start recognizing these signs, you'll never miss an opportunity again. Body language is the silent language that speaks louder than words ever could. When someone is waiting for you to make a move, it begins with the way they physically respond to your presence. You might notice subtle glances that linger just a fraction longer than normal, a slight tilt of the head, or even the way their body unconsciously angles toward you. These are not deliberate actions. They are instinctive signals that reveal attraction and interest. When a younger woman is curious or drawn to an older man, she often mirrors his movements. If you take a sip of your drink, she might do the same a moment later. If you lean forward, she leans forward too. This mirroring is a deep psychological sign of connection and engagement, showing that she is attuned to your presence and energy without even thinking about it. Another layer of body language is proximity. People naturally position themselves closer to those they feel drawn to, and they will subtly close gaps without making it obvious. Watch for small shifts, leaning in slightly during conversation, or adjusting posture so that there is a sense of openness and accessibility. Her hands and feet can give you clues as well. Uncrossed arms, relaxed hands, and feet pointing in your direction are all subconscious signs that she is receptive. Eye contact is perhaps the most telling signal. A quick glance followed by a shy look away, or holding your gaze just a fraction longer than usual, can indicate that she is waiting to see if you will take the next step. The beauty of body language is that it is consistent and truthful. While words can be polite, rehearsed, or misleading, the body rarely lies. By learning to read these signals, an older man can detect interest without needing confirmation or verbal cues. Paying close attention to these subtle gestures allows you to sense intention, understand her comfort level, and recognize when it's the right moment to make a move. In essence, the body speaks first, and if you are watching carefully, it will tell you everything you need to know without a single word being spoken. Verbal clues are the hidden signals in conversation that reveal interest long before any action is taken. When someone is waiting for you to make a move, their words carry subtle hints, and their tone often gives away emotions they try to mask. It starts with curiosity, questions that go beyond small talk, questions designed to understand who you are at a deeper level. They want to know your thoughts, your experiences, your goals, and your passions. These are not idle questions. They are tests of engagement, a way of determining if you are someone worth investing time and energy in. Often these questions are paired with playful teasing, humor that flirts just below the surface, or comments that challenge you gently. It's a way of creating a connection while also gauging your confidence and receptiveness. Another verbal clue is storytelling. Someone who is interested will share personal anecdotes, often revealing emotions or experiences that are meaningful to them. They are creating a bridge between their world and yours, subtly inviting you to step closer. The way they respond to your stories is equally telling. If they remember small details, bring them up later, or follow up on something you said, it shows attention and care. It's their way of saying, I'm listening, I'm engaged, and I'm waiting to see if you notice me too. Tone and timing also matter. A voice that softens when speaking to you, laughter that comes a little quicker or warmer, and pauses that linger slightly longer than normal are all unconscious indicators of interest. Even the way someone frames compliments can be revealing. They might compliment not just your appearance, but your choices, your mindset, or the way you carry yourself, signals that reflect appreciation beyond superficial attraction. What makes verbal clues so powerful is that they are layered and consistent. Unlike body language, which can be fleeting, words carry intention over time. By paying attention to these subtle conversational patterns, an older man can sense genuine interest, recognize flirtation without being obvious, and understand when the timing is right to make a move. In essence, verbal clues act as signposts, guiding you toward the moment when action will be met with positive response, and they often speak louder than any gesture could. Time and attention are two of the most revealing signs someone is waiting for you to make a move. Actions speak louder than words, and how someone chooses to spend their time is often the clearest indicator of interest. If a person goes out of their way to prioritize moments with you, rearranges their schedule, or makes small sacrifices to be around you, it's a signal that they value your presence. It's not about grand gestures. It's about consistent, subtle choices that show you matter. When someone's attention is focused on you, even in group settings or busy environments, it stands out. Their eyes find you across the room, their body subtly shifts toward you, and their reactions are quicker and more animated when you speak. Attention can also be measured by how deeply someone listens. They don't just hear your words, they remember details, follow up on things you've mentioned before, and reference stories or experiences you've shared in past conversations. This shows that your life, your thoughts, and your feelings hold significance to them. They invest mental energy in you because they are waiting for a cue to step closer, to allow the interaction to become something more. Another layer of time and attention is the small, almost imperceptible efforts that signal intent. Maybe they linger in conversation when they could leave. Maybe they find excuses to check in on you. Or maybe they make time in a hectic schedule to ensure they can share a moment with you. These actions are often unconscious, but they are consistent and revealing. The more someone integrates you into the rhythm of their daily life, even in small ways, the stronger the message becomes. They are waiting for you to act, for you to acknowledge the connection and respond in kind. What makes time and attention so powerful is its reliability. Words can be vague, body language can be fleeting, but where someone places their time and focus shows what truly matters to them. For an older man, learning to read these signals, noticing these patterns, allows you to identify genuine interest and the perfect moment to take the next step. Time and attention aren't just signs, they are proof that someone is ready, waiting, and hoping you will make the move. Social cues are the subtle, almost invisible signals people give off in interactions that reveal interest long before anything is said outright. They exist in the way someone positions themselves in a room, how they respond to your presence in a group, and how they navigate shared spaces. When a younger woman is waiting for an older man to make a move, these cues are often instinctive, unconscious, and incredibly telling. It starts with physical proximity. She will subtly position herself closer to you than others, lean in during conversation, or angle her body so that she is open and approachable. These small adjustments may seem minor, but they indicate a desire to connect, a willingness to be near, and a readiness for interaction. Touch is another important social cue, often fleeting and accidental, yet revealing. Light touches on the arm, playful nudges, or brushing against you in passing are not necessarily deliberate but carry meaning. They are unconscious tests of comfort, a way to gauge your reaction and signal that she is receptive to your presence. In a social setting, she may also find ways to include you in activities, make excuses to engage you in conversation, or create situations where the two of you end up alone or in closer proximity. These behaviors are not random. They are carefully, unconsciously orchestrated patterns that indicate she is waiting for you to step forward. Eye contact in social interactions is another crucial cue. In group conversations, she may frequently glance your way, maintain a longer gaze than usual, or signal interest through subtle smiles that others might not notice. Laughter and energy are also social indicators. She may laugh more at your jokes, react more animatedly to your comments, or mirror your emotional energy to create a shared rhythm. Social cues are powerful because they are constant and contextual. Unlike words that can be misinterpreted or body language that can be fleeting, social behaviors in a shared environment reveal intent over time. For an older man observing these patterns, recognizing social cues provides clarity. They signal interest, test boundaries, and create opportunities to act confidently. When someone consistently integrates you into their social sphere, responds positively to your presence, and subtly seeks closeness, it is a clear message. They are waiting, and it is now up to you to take the step forward. Energy shift is one of the most revealing indicators that someone is waiting for you to make a move. It's subtle, often unconscious, and can be felt even before words or gestures make themselves clear. When a younger woman is drawn to an older man, her energy changes the moment you enter the room. It might be a slight quickening of her movements, a heightened alertness in posture, or a sparkle in the eyes that wasn't there before. These shifts are instinctive, rooted in the body's natural response to attraction and interest, and they happen without deliberate thought. The energy she projects toward you is different from the energy she gives to others. It's warmer, more focused, and often slightly intensified. One way this manifests is through emotional responsiveness. When you speak, she reacts in ways that suggest genuine engagement, laughing more freely, nodding with enthusiasm, or showing subtle signs of excitement. Her expressions may soften or brighten when she looks at you, and even her gestures may become slightly more animated or open. These reactions are micro signals, yet they convey intent far more clearly than spoken words. Energy is contagious, and when she is waiting for you to make a move, her energy often seeks to draw you in, creating an invisible pull that you can feel if you pay attention. Another layer is consistency in energy. It's not just about fleeting moments of excitement, it's about repeated patterns. She maintains heightened energy whenever she is around you, even in different settings or at different times. This consistency signals that her interest is genuine, not circumstantial, and that she is consciously or subconsciously investing herself in your presence. Energy shifts can also be combined with other cues like glances, touches, or social positioning. When multiple signals align, her attention, her body language, and her energy, there is no doubt that she is waiting for you to make the first move. For an older man, tuning into these shifts is crucial. Energy cannot be faked for long and acts as a natural indicator of intention. Recognizing these changes allows you to confidently approach the moment, knowing that the signals are real and that someone is indeed waiting for you to take action. Engagement on topics you care about is one of the clearest signs that someone is waiting for you to make a move. When a younger woman is genuinely interested, she doesn't just listen passively, She actively participates in conversations that are meaningful to you. She asks questions that show curiosity about your passions, hobbies, or experiences, and she remembers the details you share over time. This type of engagement goes beyond polite conversation. It demonstrates that she is mentally investing in your world, trying to understand who you are at a deeper level. By focusing on what matters to you, she creates a connection that feels personal and intentional. This engagement is often subtle but persistent. She may follow up on a story you told days or weeks earlier, or she may bring up topics she knows will excite you or trigger strong opinions. It's not about flattery or manipulation. It's about genuine attention and emotional investment. The key is consistency. If she repeatedly brings herself into your conversations, demonstrates curiosity, and responds thoughtfully to your ideas, it is a clear signal that she is waiting for your response. She wants to see how you react, whether you notice her interest, and whether you will take the initiative to deepen the connection. Another element of engagement is active listening. She may nod, maintain eye contact, or offer small affirmations, but more importantly, she integrates your words into the conversation. She might build on your ideas, ask related questions, or even challenge you in a playful way. This shows that she is not only paying attention, but also trying to create a mental and emotional rhythm with you. The effort she puts into understanding and engaging with your world is a signal of openness and interest that cannot easily be faked. When combined with body language, verbal clues, and energy shifts, engagement on the topics you care about becomes a powerful indicator that someone is waiting for you to make a move. It shows intentionality, attentiveness, and a desire for connection, revealing that she is tuned in to your presence and ready for interaction. Recognizing this sign allows you to confidently take action, knowing that the interest is genuine and that the timing is right to make the first move. Testing boundaries is one of the most subtle yet unmistakable ways someone signals that they are waiting for you to make a move. It's not about disrespect or provocation. It's about gauging your reactions, your confidence, and your comfort level. When a younger woman is interested, she will often push conversational or social limits in small, measured ways to see how you respond. This could be a flirtatious comment, a playful challenge, or lightly teasing you in a way that invites engagement. These moments are not random. They are calculated tests to see whether you will respond with confidence, humor, or reciprocation. The goal is to determine if you are attuned to the connection and ready to take the next step. Physical boundaries are also tested in subtle ways. She may touch your arm lightly during a conversation, lean in closer than necessary, or create opportunities for proximity in group settings. These gestures are carefully measured. They are just enough to gauge comfort, but not so much as to feel aggressive or inappropriate. Each small test is designed to observe your response, whether you pull back, step forward, or engage in kind. Your reaction is a signal to her about whether it's safe, acceptable,